What food can celiac patients eat? Imagine walking into a café, smelling fresh-baked pastries, only to realize you can't eat any of them. For millions of people with celiac disease, this isn't just about skipping bread, it's about protecting their health. What is celiac disease? Celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune condition that primarily affects the small intestine. It occurs when the body's immune system reacts negatively to gluten, a protein found in wheat, rye, barley, and spelt. What happens in celiac disease patients if they eat gluten-based food? For people with celiac disease, consuming gluten triggers an immune response against gliadin, a component of gluten. This response leads to inflammation in the small intestine. Over time, this ongoing inflammation damages the villi, which are tiny, finger-like structures lining the small intestine. These villi play a crucial role in nutrient absorption. When they become impaired, the body struggles to absorb essential nutrients, which can result in a range of symptoms and long-term health complications. Can celiac disease be cured? There is currently no cure for celiac disease. However, it can be effectively managed with a strict, lifelong gluten-free diet. By completely avoiding gluten, found in wheat, barley, rye, and sometimes oats, symptoms will subside, and the damaged villi in the small intestine will gradually heal. It's essential to check not only food but also beverages and medications for hidden sources of gluten. This helps maintain good health and prevents complications. So, can celiacs still enjoy life? Here's the good news: living gluten-free doesn't mean missing out on delicious, satisfying meals. So, what can celiacs eat? Let's break it down, from naturally safe foods to the hidden gluten traps you need to avoid. If you're newly diagnosed or just looking for meal ideas, this guide is for you. Naturally gluten-free foods. The safest and healthiest foods for people with celiac disease are those that are naturally free of gluten. Fruits and vegetables, such as apples, bananas, carrots, spinach, and bell peppers, are naturally gluten-free. They also provide essential vitamins and fiber. Fresh, unprocessed meats, poultry, and seafood are safe to eat. However, processed meats like sausages or deli meats may contain hidden gluten due to added fillers. Eggs are completely gluten-free and a great source of protein. Plain dairy products, including milk, yogurt, and cheese, are naturally gluten-free. However, flavored varieties may contain additives that include gluten. Legumes and nuts, such as beans, lentils, peanuts, and almonds, are safe and excellent sources of fiber and protein. Healthy fats, including olive oil, butter, coconut oil, and avocados, are naturally gluten-free and great for cooking. However, be careful. Many whole foods are naturally gluten-free, making it easy to build a nutritious and balanced diet. However, processed versions of these foods may contain added gluten, so always check the ingredient list carefully. Safe grains for celiacs. Since wheat, barley, and rye are off-limits, there are many gluten-free grains that can be safely enjoyed. Rice, quinoa, buckwheat, millet, sorghum, and amaranth are all excellent alternatives to gluten-containing grains. These can be used in a variety of meals. Safe starches as carbohydrate sources. There are also many gluten-free carbohydrate sources for celiac patients. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, tapioca, and arrowroot are excellent sources of carbohydrates. They also work well as thickeners in soups and baking. Dairy and processed foods. But check labels. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and plain yogurt are usually gluten-free. However, flavored or processed versions may contain hidden gluten. Always read labels carefully to make sure you're choosing safe options. Flavored yogurts and milk may contain gluten-based thickeners, making them unsafe for celiacs. Processed cheese spreads and cheese sauces sometimes contain gluten additives as stabilizers. Some brands of ice cream, especially those with cookie or cereal mix-ins, may contain gluten. Many sauces, dressings, and gravies use wheat-based thickeners, so always verify ingredients before consuming. Gluten-free packaged foods. Many food companies now offer gluten-free versions of pasta, bread, and flour, making it easier than ever to enjoy familiar meals. Look for products that are labeled as certified gluten-free, to ensure they are safe. Gluten-free pasta made from rice, corn, or quinoa is a great alternative to traditional wheat-based pasta. Gluten-free bread is available in many varieties, made from ingredients such as almond flour, coconut flour, or potato starch. Gluten-free baking flours, such as rice flour, chickpea flour, and oat flour, can be used to make bread, cakes, and cookies safely. Always ensure oats are labeled gluten-free to avoid cross-contamination. Cross-contamination. One of the biggest risks. Cross-contamination is one of the biggest risks for celiacs. Even a small amount of gluten from shared surfaces or utensils can trigger symptoms, so always ask about food preparation when dining out. Even if a food is naturally gluten-free, it can become unsafe due to cross-contamination. Shared fryers in restaurants may be used to cook both gluten-free and gluten-containing foods, making fried items risky. Buffet and salad bars increase the risk of cross-contact, as serving utensils may be shared between gluten and gluten-free foods. Cutting boards, toasters, and utensils that have been used for gluten-containing foods can transfer gluten to otherwise safe items. Final takeaway message. Living with celiac disease requires careful food choices, but with the right knowledge, you can enjoy a healthy, balanced, and satisfying diet. Thanks for watching. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any questions. I'd love to hear from you.